Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday on the couch.
Yay.
And welcome, everyone. And it's good to be back, you guys. Good to be back. Again, I feel like I have been gone for like 5 months.
Because you have.
Because I have. Yeah. Because I have. So, how are you guys? How are you two?
Doing well.
Doing well. Yeah.
Prepping for, the work week.
Yeah, that's always a hard one on a Sunday. It's like,
I'm telling you, man.
can you really fully enjoy your Sunday when you're looking at the Monday coming around?
Exactly. Right? I try to be as optimistic as possible.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yep.
Happy to be here with all you guys, though.
So. There you go. I love it. And it's good to see all these beautiful, the family here. And so today is I know that you're probably watching it on all the different channels, but I'm hosting today, and so on my couch we do the questions are more on current topics, and so today is current topic day. Yes. So anything global in the current topics, we can go ahead and put those questions in. And also we like to start out with talking to someone someone from history that we want to bring in and talk to and bring in any messages they might want to add to what is going on right now on the globe. So let me know who you'd like to see with that. And thank you. Thank you, Jenny. Love that color. Me too. Me too. Hi, T-Barb. T-Barb made this for me.
Oh.
I think was it last year or a year before? I can't remember. I've had it for a while.
Nice.
I thought of you this morning when I pulled it out. Good to see you here. All right. So did we?
People have put in some names. I don't know if you want to do the first name that popped up or if you want to pick. We got Johnny Candy.
Because when they start, I think it's hard to pick. Let's see who came in first here.
Love that color. I don't know what that is.
I think that's the purple. Oh yeah, because she's purple, right? Oh no. Okay. Did I miss it already? We'll get the hang of this, guys. Sorry, it's been one of those. Yeah, Jenny. Okay. It's been one of those mornings. Kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the two I starred. That's so
okay, yeah, I feel like that's the one. Yeah.
I feel like that's, yeah.
Thank you for all of them are great suggestions. I felt that one pretty strong. So we kind of go with where we're drawn, and we were both drawn to that one, so that's good. And yes, please start bringing in your questions, and we'll star them and get them in there. All right. Okay, let's get started. Okay.
Oops, right. Sorry. I unstarred what you starred. I started again.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You got. Oh, look who's with you, Axel. Hi, Axel. Beautiful. I see you. I see you. Yes, you're the pretty boy here.
He is showing off.
Yes, you are. Precious. Do you see Luna's tail? Luna's going to come up here in a sec.
Hey, you might be looking for Luna.
There she. Ooh, she's going up to her little bed spot.
Okay, Luna's busy, dude.
Luna's busy. Sorry, Axel. Okay. All right. So, Princess Diana.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And also, guys, when we get to the questions, they're not going to be in any particular order. We're just going to kind of give everybody an opportunity to get their questions in. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you something that I'm feeling right away about Princess Diana. I'm feeling like there's a lot of association between, I'm thinking more along the health lines. You know, she was such an advocate for AIDS when it came out and all that. I think with COVID and you know, all the multiple strains of different things that are happening, especially affecting the children and everything. I feel like that's something that she's
I like that.
kind of laser focused on. And it's definitely something that's a lot along the lines of, you know, thinking about the people, the population, and not to be fearful of it, but to, you know, get involved with it and get your hands in there and really figure out what's going on, whether it's research or you're working with the patients or anything like that. Trying to not make that distance so large. I know it's kind of apples and oranges with the two different conditions, COVID versus AIDS, but it's really, I think that's something that she kind of has a feel for, understanding the isolation factors and things like that. I think that's something that she can.
Well, and the kids and just kids in general. I mean, just the whole
just kids in general,
all the issues with the children. You know, all the things going on with the children. She would have been a huge advocate for the LGBT kids and the trans kids and all this going on. She would have been
too. Yeah, definitely.
So I feel like you really tapped in on. She's also kissing her kids' heads. So I feel like she's kissing her babies' heads, her grandkids' heads. So she's really around them as well. All her babies, all her kids, all her grandkids and stuff. So she came right in doing that, Lisa. So I feel like she really is pushing that agenda with the children.
Right. Yeah, I like what you said about her kissing her own kids too, because you know her own kids are going through some stuff.
Yeah,
so
she is. Yes, they are.
There's that.
She
wants to build that bridge.
Yeah.
You know.
And you know, she says there's a shift coming in the palace, or there's a shift coming in. So she's, you know, I asked her about the coronation. It's almost like she didn't put any energy towards that. But she did show me there's a shift coming. There's new energy, kind of something that she advocated for possibly when she was here, but saw that needed to change. And she said that change is coming. And it's not with this current whoever's there. You can tell I really know a lot about this, but whatever is currently in place right now, and with this coronation, those people getting coronated, or those people, sorry, you guys, the king or whatever he is, it's not him. She's giving me a sense that there's a new wave coming in, and it's going to look very different. That whole royal thing and how it works is going to be very different, and she's all for it.
Yeah. Straight away, I got that she brought me back to yesterday being Earth Day, and her connection with and in that mother kind of energy where she steps forward and she wants to remind us all that every day is Earth Day I pulled the nature card, which is really interesting, and how things are recalibrating through our collaboration. And so we're all like, all of the ants come marching in, we're all working together. She's bringing us back to that reassurance, because she's in that peace and she just wants that to be spread, globally. The reminder is so beautiful, is that she brought through that where she saw it as one of her deepest strengths was her vulnerability. To open the heart, she said, is really cleansing, and it's our strength. So to go to that place of vulnerability can really create the shift. She did highlight the two boys, her two sons. And it's interesting, you said something about the and I don't know too much about it either. So the shift is going to be in less than 2 years, where we actually see something that hasn't happened before within, I was going to say presidency, but not presidency, within the
Monarchy.
within the monarchy. So there will be something that it's like the bow out, so that this new energy can really come to surface. And that feels really good.
Yeah.
Oh.
She feels really good. She comes in with so much hopefulness, and I was happy to feel that from her, because as we it's hard. Okay, we're family here, we can all talk about this. Some days you just wake up and you're just like looking at the global issues and you're like, what did I sign up for? But she's hopeful, guys. She's bringing in that hopeful feeling, so that feels good. Tony says Princess Diana was known as the people's princess because she touched so many people's hearts. Yeah. She's, yeah. And the way that they spun the narrative around her. It was just so wrong. So wrong. All right. Well, thank you, Diana. She wants us to add her sons, her family at the end in the prayer time, she said.
Beautiful.
Okay. T-Barb, I did too. I cried and played that Elton John song over and over again when she died. Yeah. I think because this connection, it was so significant, and there was so much injustice with it that it was just like, wow. Okay. And I wasn't even, I don't even think I had a TV at the time. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I was all into anything. Okay. So we're going to dive into questions. Please continue with the questions. Whatever questions we don't hit on the show today, I'm going to add into the later time when I do the uploads, the recorded video that I do on Sundays later. So whatever questions we don't get to, I need your help, because I didn't put up a thing asking for questions. So I'm going to use whatever we don't hit today. So go ahead and just pile those questions in. Also, if you want me to do any deep dives on anybody, put their names as well, and I'll get to those. All right. Questions. Are you guys awake today?
Totally. I'm
waiting for
focused over here. I'm waiting for questions to pop up is what I'm doing. I've got my little
the energy is so overwhelming, you guys, in here.
Feels good.
Take it down, guys. Take it down a notch.
Take it down a notch. You two are out of control.
Let's raise the vibrations, man. Come on. Let's make this happen. Let's do this. Put your questions in, guys.
Well, since we're kind of always already here, maybe we can kind of dive into. Oh, thank you, Tasha.
I'm starring your deep dive request.
Oh, awesome!
Too.
Thank you. So Tony's asked, hi Tony, and thank you for the Diana question as well. How is King Charles really feeling about the coronation? Is he anxious, emotional, or confident?
Tasha, I think we got yours. I see that you're asking. Yes, we got yours, Tasha.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to be around him. Is the coronation today? When is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know when it is.
I
wouldn't want to be you what?
I was thinking summer, but I have actually no idea.
Oh, okay. So
it is Saturday, May 6th.
Oh, May 6th.
Oh, coming up. So it's coming up. I wouldn't want to be around him because he's like he's not very good at regulating his anxieties or frustrations. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. The energy doesn't feel good.
I pulled a few cards, and it's interesting. So I'll start with the ones I think he does have some pride around it, and the preparations come to fruition card. So yeah. I mean, it's to be expected. But what's interesting is the feelings around it. I got the empty well, the loneliness, and the envy, and so it feels like on an emotional, because I feel like he's very sensitive. And how he kind of masks that or plays the role, and no disrespect in that. There's some emptiness there. There's some loneliness, and just not, I think it's the confidence that goes with it, or lack of it. There's something that's, in that empty well, it's all about replenishing. And so, it's,
Suzanne says grumpy. Yeah, it's like a child who just can't regulate feeling.
I'm with you on inadequate. A lot of what you're saying with that. And the main thing I was feeling over here is, and I think I have a tendency to forget this in regards to King Charles, but he just lost his mom. And that's, I'm sure, but 200%, she was somebody that he leaned on for certain things, and he doesn't have that foundation that he's accustomed to anymore. So here he is at the top of the totem pole, and not only is his family falling apart, but he's trying to step into a whole different position, right? I think that he was able to, pursue. He's, pretty much all about. Wasn't he like such the green guy? Everything about the recycling and nature, Earth Day stuff, right? Here we are with the Earth Day. That's his realm, and he's having to really kind of broaden himself into other aspects other than his projects that he would work on. So there's something about that too that I think is bothering him. I got glasses. I think that he knows that all eyes are on him right now. He's still growing. I know he's not a young guy, but his role has changed. So he's having to grow within the new role. He has lost his rock. That's what I've got for that. And he's a little defensive. Got the shield. Yeah. For him too. A lot of defense And that's probably the aggravation you guys are feeling too.
He's
And Maze,
like he has to
he's kinda-
defend his right to be there or something.
yeah, he's kind of working his way through proving himself.
Mm.
Yeah. So there's that Maze. He's trying to find his own way, and I'm sure he's looking at himself, and he sees the accomplishments that William's doing. William is next up, but I would almost wonder if he'll be wanting to divvy some duties toward him, maybe to take some pressure off, but I don't know. But that's what I've got.
Okay. Yeah, he's following. I mean, the people. We all were used to the Queen being there for so long, and people loved her, right? So now he's stepping into the role, and trying to create his path, but he's up against a lot, and he's not mature enough to handle everything. Really, internally, he's just not mature enough to do that. You have the Ten of Wands and the King of Swords there, so that's kind of that energy stepping in here with him.
Lisa, it was interesting when you started to talk about, I had picked up one more, I heard to pick up the deck, and I was going to pull one more card. And as soon as you started to talk about his mother, the Perseverance card came out. And so I thought that was it, but this was underneath it, and it's the Failure. So I feel like in his own sensitivity and his own intuition, I don't know. I don't see it being easy for him in how it unfolds. I think he judges himself, and there is that, and the reaching out for other people's, or like the delegating you were saying, it's the awareness of his own, perhaps shortcomings. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. I just wouldn't want to be around him. That's all I know. Right.
We're not hanging out with Charles. For sure.
So Maddie Bug, I know it is weird. Sorry about that. And we can't combine it yet. They haven't figured out how to do that yet. So sorry about that. But we'll try to put comments up here. Annie Bear says, I really don't give a hoot about the monarchy. We hear you, but it is actually pretty significant in history, and so all right, it actually does have an effect on the globe itself.
Yeah.
All right. Do one of you guys, with all your energy up there, want to
woohoo!
Totally.
want to pick a question?
Let's do it. Lisa, do you want to?
Look, let's see here.
Let's see, where are we going?
Okay, we'll do. I know Tasha wanted to know if we got hers. So,
All right, Tasha, we gotcha.
what's the future of South Dakota's new social studies that recently passed and signed into law, but won't go into effect until 2025? Will it be reversed? I don't know, Tasha. I don't know if I'm even reading that right.
Okay. What's the future of South Dakota's new social studies that recently passed and signed into law, but won't go into effect until 2020?
Let me see. She put in a couple of times. Let me see if I can.
Oh, okay. So maybe
see if she put in a different one. No, it's exactly the same way.
Okay. So will it be reversed is the question. I guess we don't. Tasha.
There. That's, I mean. You hear, Tasha?
So I'm assuming they are Christian social studies standards. Okay, so Tasha, is this the one where they're making you read the Bible and Ten Commandments and prayer and all that. Leanne, I got your Leanne. Hi. All right. So I did start your question. I don't
Yes.
you have to write it over again. So I see you. We got you.
She said, yes, kind of.
Yes, kind of. Is that the one? Because it's been all over. I mean, I've been watching news on that all over about how they created this thing where, and then parents. So for next year's school,
So this is introducing the 10 Commandments and all that stuff.
Well, and so they're going to program it into the program of school, and so all kids have to be subjected to the Christian prayer,
regardless of your belief,
10 Commandment, regardless of your belief, and all this stuff. So if this is that, let's see, is it going to be reversed?
I actually feel like there's going to be a delay on it going into effect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so sure we'll get to the reversal portion of it, but
yeah,
I'll throw myself out there first.
I'm going to back you right on up.
Okay, you feel the same way? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to make it so far to where it's going to have to be reversed. And I think people forget that, it's not like it was 100 years ago. We got quite the diverse group of different religions and cultures and races and lots of new things of,
Yeah, and I feel like even parents who are, Christians and like that, they're not going to want this to be forced upon their children at school, where school is a whole different thing. Mm-hmm. They have church that can do that. Why are they doing that in school? Exactly. So I feel like we're going to have some like that, not all, but some of them will even feel like that. But I feel like it's not connecting. So you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups in reverse. And to me, like the details are just not landing for everyone. Mm-hmm. And so with this coming in, it's not going to land at the end of the day. Too much.
I heard overturned. I wrote that down, and then I pulled through cards and I got the Wall, which is all about obstacles, and the Failure card. I don't feel this is going to I mean, it's hard to go.
Failure.
My own personal
and I've got a few cards too.
Okay.
I'm doing something new. I've been trying to play with the Kipper cards a little bit. So
nice. I love it.
I do think that there is more. I got thoughts. That's kind of make me feel like, there's more thoughtfulness going with this than what is being expressed. I don't think it's end all be all that's going to happen. I also got it's the occupation card. It's kind of making me feel like the education board, the teachers are going to have some say in this. It's not just about what's coming down, for the schools to do. I mean, if the teachers aren't going to teach it,
mm-hmm.
Who's going to get?
Not going to want to do it either. So
yeah, exactly. And I also got adjudication. So take that however you want. And that makes me feel like there's a lot more layers to this than that. So
yeah. Maybe it will end up in court or something. I don't know, but
maybe. I don't know.
But overall,
that card made me feel like there's kind of I don't know with that part of it, but
I feel like there's also a deeper deeper thing going on here with this. It's just like one of those things where they're just trying to be crazy makers.
Use religion for your agenda. It's always what it boils down to. It's ridiculous.
Okay. Whose turn?
Why don't we go, because we're kind of talking about school.
Oh, there you go.
What is the future of public education?
What is the future of public education? You know, I'm hearing that it's being forced into public education is being forced into a revamping here. We're just gonna. I just sense that we're gonna have more and more unrest. And more of the issues are going to be exposed, just like in all our systems that are broken. It's happening now. The public education is also going to be that way because it is so. Even in public education, the systemic problems even within education. So there's many things that are being pushed to the surface, and we're going to see a lot more of it. And there's going to be a forced revamping of it. It's going to look different.
Were you reading that in terms of kind of in relation to the previous question, or just an overall whatever?
I was just doing overall.
Okay, because I've got an overall whatever too. I feel like I feel like COVID was the steering. COVID itself steered all education a certain way. You know, everybody doing stuff at home, stuff like that. I think that, and I don't know why I'm feeling this way, there's something that's going to go back to all the zoning issues of things with public schools. You know how that's the whole thing where
right. The whole, I mean, it's just
there's something about zoning that I'm getting over. Not even just so much just what's being taught or what's being, you know, the books that are being burned and all that stuff. There's something about the zoning of the schools, I think, that's going to change with the public schools again, for whatever reason. I don't know if anybody else out there is feeling that way, but I guess that's all I have to say about that part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Rhonda Rue, thank you. Blessings to you.
Thanks, Rhonda. They stopped me at the fractures of it. And it's like, there's just, I heard the word collapse, and we're in that. And
we're in the collapse.
We're in the collapse already, and the patience has run out. And so the patience has run out. But what's happening is the action that's going to overturn this collapse. It's going to be, there's triumph there. There's going to be, it's like, beyond the ordinary is what the rebuild is going to be. There's going to be success there. And this is, there's this parallel in Canada. You know, I mean, this isn't just a, it's globally. And so what we're teaching and the influence of that, these fractures are, it's great that we've seen them, because in the collapse, we get to rebuild. We get to different attention. And it's like, so, it's like the ground up. And we've done it before. We've done it before in many areas. And now it's like education. There's a stand that's going to happen.
Yeah. And Kevin, you know, our systems are broken.
Yeah.
All of it, the government, all these systems are broken, and they're being broken down, and we are all a part of it. We decided to be here during.
Yeah. In comes Diana.
Like I was saying earlier, what? But yeah, and so we're we're part of the rebuild, though.
Yeah.
Because we are on, you guys, we are on the right side of history, and so we're part of the rebuild. Yeah, we're seeing that breakdown, but we have an understanding it's because it needs to be rebuilt correctly. All the systems.
Yeah.
It just wasn't set up for the people, for all the people. And so, yeah, we are here for the shakeup and the rebuild. So 100%. But so the main card here is the temperance, and that's bringing in that divine balance, really getting back in there, and having to revisit and make some changes of things that just don't work. Things that don't work. And but there's hope for the future. We're going to have victory over this, guys. We're going to have victory over this, and for our kiddos. And
Yeah.
We again, the message that we've all been getting lately and today is our children, and we need to save the kids. We need to save our kids. We need to focus on our babies. So, yeah, great question. Thank you, Ziggy. Hi, Starseed Awakening, Karen.
Hi.
Karen, hey. She had her own little cheerleading section.
All right, we're gonna change it up a little bit here because I want to connect with Leanne here. Now, this is a little different. We usually do Brenda Tarot card readings. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I love this deck. It's the Schitt's Creek, my Schitt's Creek deck, my favorite.
So good. The unofficial shitty tarot. That's awesome.
Oh gosh. Okay. So Leanne, let us know you're still here. Okay, so you were so right about there being a neighbor. Can you guys help? Am I in it? Am I in? Okay, so home issues. So we need just a little bit more here, Leanne, to tap into this for you. Yes, Brenda, you're a great comedian. Yeah. Great Canadian sitcom. It's the best. I hope they come back. I don't know what it would look like, but I would love for them to. Leanne's here. So Leanne, let us know a little more about this.
Leanne said present.
So she may be writing.
I think she is. I think she's delayed a little bit.
Oh, she might be delayed. Okay. Have a neighbor above with extra special needs. And so what is your question specifically about your neighbor?
So it's a personal.
It is. And I know today's not personal day, but.
No worries.
Oh yeah, Constance, that would be a great one for David and his partner in the show to become fathers. Okay, impossible to sleep or function. It's a mess because of the neighbor. So are things going to change for you? Okay. Okay, so I'm getting there is hope for you there, but it's going to take some action on your part, like being creative for yourself. And also, okay, in a Tennessee thing, native land organization really needed this place. So you're on Vancouver Island. And so I feel like it's going to take some creative energy on your part, but I do see something new coming in here. But use your, like, you have a gut feeling, or you have intuition on this somehow. Your path is going to be shown to you. It's going to open up, but it's going to be creative, but it's going to be positive for you. I do see a shift coming in, so this isn't forever. So,
Yeah, I didn't get a communication card, but I feel like there's something about communication with this. I liked what you said about using creativity or of some sort, because I did get like the big idea card here. Maybe there's some other way to approach this.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I got that. Also, yeah, there's another direction for you, and so I would just go in that direction.
Yeah, and I got crossroads too, so that's leading in a different direction as well. It's like you're at an impasse right now, and it's time to
kind
head
of
somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I also got a good outcome. I got like joy, illumination, and joy here. So there's light at the end of the tunnel with this, but there is something midway through that needs to be addressed, and it feels like the communication part's a big part of it.
Yeah, neighbor issues are hard, Lan. Blessings to you. And Suzanne says, I had a difficult neighbor once, and I didn't renew my lease and had to move. Yes, neighbors are hard, you guys, especially when yeah. Whenever I move, I always pray for the neighbors in the neighborhood.
Right, because you can't pick your neighbors, right? They're already there sometimes.
They're already there sometimes. Or when they're moving in, we pray.
Oh, right? You take a deep breath when there's a new one coming in.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's move back to the regularly scheduled program. Yeah. All right, butterflies are free.
Will MTG keep having meltdowns and get kicked off our committees for good? Good old MTG. She is wackadoo. She is such a loose cannon.
Okay, yeah, this is a great question.
Cuckoo or Cocoa Puffs?
Oh, so cuckoo. And I'm all about a little wackadoo. You know, I accept all kinds of crazy, but she's
all right,
different.
You know, she is finding herself getting in trouble. That is for sure. She gets herself into trouble. She just does not stop. She does not have a filter. She filters nothing. It's like one of her plays is just being as obnoxious as possible. Yeah. That's one of her.
It works for her. It gives her the attention she loves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They keep showing, what's the little guy? I think it's Pigpen from the Charlie Brown, where it's like her crap always follows her. You can always see it. And I pulled a couple of cards. Her honesty creates failure. And I love this in her energy. Spirit is saying to clear yourself, clear your own energy. When you step into her energy, the
Oh,
guidance is clear your own energy.
yeah.
Because that, yeah, not good. So I love that. Cleanse thyself.
I did 3 little Kipper things here. I do believe that this is her. We are watching publicly her own journey. This is all part of her journey, guys. She's having to go through what this is, and it's unfortunate that we have to experience it, but that's what's going on.
Yeah.
I do think she's going to get the message. There's going to be a message coming her way about something. It could very well be about that. The last card I did get is there's something about a main male stepping in. So, that could that be, Jack? Could that be anybody like that? I don't know. But there will be some kind of interference with her that's going to, I think, stop her in her tracks. The meltdowns, they're not going to stop, though. That's just what she does. I don't think the meltdowns are going to stop unless they can, put a muzzle on her legally on something. But it's what she's used to, and it works for her. So
yeah. I do see things shifting for her. She's completely off balance. She's losing connection. You have the 3 of Cups in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. You have the 8 of Wands coming at her. Look, everybody's like, oh, look what all that's coming at. What is it? Like that. She's going to find herself on the defensive. She's going to have to defend herself, and she's losing opportunity. I feel like she's going to be kicked off some committees when you have opportunity in reverse. I mean, that's kind of what I'm seeing here.
right.
Yeah, her consequences of losing her husband and her family due to her own actions, Annie Bear. Yeah, it's like it's almost like it pushed her more into her convictions for some reason instead of like learning from that. She got more defensive of her own system. Yeah. All right, someone else's turn. Pick.
Whose turn is it?
I think it's yours, Lisa.
Oh, okay.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo, pick it. Okay. Try to get that energy up. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Shockwave. Why is Governor Abbott creating so much pain and heartache for the nation?
Oh my gosh, Shockwave. Good question. Good to see you, Shockwave. All right. Aggravated progressive. Can we buy votes too? I know, really. All right. Creating so much pain and heartache for the nation. It just is. He's a part of a whole system, though. They're showing me a whole room full of people, but he is using his platform to push agendas, and because it's almost like it's like they're playing the game of Risk. And this is their move. This is one of their moves, is to do what he's doing, to take back ground. I should do one of those deep dives on Abbott.
Okay.
He's trying to push his agenda of how. So as far as this question goes, he's trying to bring back this group of people that they were showing me, their idea of the family, of the people, and the idea of how they see the family, or their agendas, their white male Christian. And when I say Christian, I mean like Christian nationalist type feel agenda. So he's using his platform, just like I said, to create that. That's what they want to do. They don't like the way it is right now. They're losing ground. This group of people, whoever these people are behind the scenes, they don't like what's going on. So they're going to be creative, and they are, to create what they want to see happen. And that's what we're seeing happen. And he's one of the making those choices. So
Okay, these two cards are just the epitome of everything he's against, right? Feminine energy and diversity. This is what doesn't make him comfortable. And I even got dark energy, living in the past.
what cards are you using?
These are Meister Tarots. She's not here. These are her cards.
Oh, I love them.
She sells them on Etsy. They're awesome.
Okay, Maestro Tarot. Got to write it down.
It's a Maightstir. That's how she spells it. I'll send it to you.
I'm like,
So-
wondering, I'm like, what?
And all these things that I held up before, it takes him out of his comfort zone. So I think I'm picking up all of his personal issues. It's anything that doesn't make him comfortable that he wants to put a restriction on. I got the restriction card here. And I do think that it's all for his own growth. It's all his own agenda. And he does think he is representing the old school, stereotypical 1950s, white guy thing.
Yeah, the whole nationalist, whatever.
Yeah,
thing
it's
got
just
going on.
ridiculous. But that's what
fascist.
I'm getting. Here, I'll send you the link.
Thank you. And so Yelly Man says Governor Abbott is a fascist. He is quite evil, and he is completely bought by corporate interests. So Yelly Man, maybe that's that whole thing I'm seeing behind the scenes here. This whole group of people. It's a large room of a lot of people that are in on this whole thing. So yeah.
I just pulled cards because I don't have all of the detail of it, but I think it plays into the energy of him. The fear card, the transmuting pain, and then this tidying of house and organization. And I asked about that one, and it's like, how it's like if your own house is dirty, but you're the one like cleaning other people's houses, or it's like you're the accountant and yet your own finances are not good. It feels like this projection and deflection about how they're kind of feeling in that energy of fear. And so they see that as opportunity. And so how that like plays out is just pain and heartache and it's such a yucky energy. And then this is so perfect from another deck. This is the energy, clear your energy. So again, Spirit is taking care of us in that wash of, don't step into this too deep.
Yeah, and that past card that I had, it actually makes me wonder about his own past, but we all kind of talk about that all the time too. This is a direct reflection of his own experiences. It makes him this way.
What's that saying? Skeletons in the closet?
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lots of those little guys in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did ask kind of like, what's the outcome for him in general? And I have both the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups coming out, that he is going to be facing that energy and justice. So I feel like that it's his agenda is not going to move forward. I mean, it's doing its thing right now. We talked about this earlier, kind of what's happening and everything being, whatever is broken is being brought to the surface so we can see it. Well, this is part of that. Yeah. But it's not going, this other energy will win. All right.
I emailed that link to you.
Oh, thank you. Is it your turn, Kevin?
Sure. I'm being drawn to this one. Cosmic Goat Lady. Will Texas start building orphanages now that they have found 28 children? Interesting with children again.
Children, lots of we gotta save our babies.
So they found 28 children from foster homes in a raid. Were some of the kids from the immigration centers and will come up missing?
Were some of these kids from the immigration centers? This is just disgusting. That means, for me, you guys, this needs to be the first thing that's fixed is our foster system.
Yeah.
That needs to be like the focus. If you guys vote for me for president, that's going to be my first vote. I do not want to.
You heard it here, guys.
That would be the worst job ever.
You heard it here first.
I just got a big, but yes, this needs to be pushed through.
I mean, I don't know if I'm skipping over to, I'm getting like weird trafficking vibes over here.
Oh,
yeah, it's just awful.
I heard not isolated, so it's not. Okay. This is
because I'm feeling icky.
This is horrific.
Yeah, something's
and
wrong.
When this all comes out, when nationwide, when this all comes out, it's going to be a huge, yucky, horrible smudge on America.
Yeah. Can I ask a question? Is Abbott connected to Texas?
Abbott is, yes.
That's interesting because they said go back to that part where we said the skeletons in the closet.
Ooh.
So that's very curious. Yeah. Entertainment purposes only.
Right. For president.
Wow.
I don't know if my cards are actually answering this question, but I'm not getting good cards. Like all my cards are bad. I don't know how to answer the orphanage portion of it. I mean, I got the 3 of Swords. I mean, look at that. I got the 7 of Wands. Like we need to, the kids can't fight for themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I also got the 9 of Swords. I'm getting like all this. It doesn't feel good, is what I'm trying to say. 5 of Cups.
It doesn't.
I got the 5 of Cups.
Yeah. Yuck. Yeah. Mm-mm.
I don't even want to draw any more cards.
Yeah. Yeah. I stopped at the 2. I felt into the energy of presently what it feels like. And I got the initiation card, which just feels in this context really disgusting, and the root girl, which is the disowned self. So I stepped out of that and went into where it's headed, and it feels good in that community. So coming together, I feel like what's going to be exposed is going to be really ugly, but the teachability and then the revelation card that's going to come from this, there will be protection. They will not be they won't be invisible in this. And then the people, it's like I can just see all these people being handcuffed. So there will be accountability for those involved.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, yep.
Here they are. Here's the people involved.
Wow.
We have the Seven of Swords. That's my creepy feeling card. Creeper. This is not a good situation. But again, looking forward, we can, what is hidden will be revealed. Not as fast as we'd would hope, but let's pray it into being faster than this needs to be.
Gina M said something here. Let's hope good
Yeah.
vibes for these babies.
Yes, Gina, we're going to put them in the prayers too.
Yeah.
I started.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Adults as well. Yeah. Sonia. Mm-hmm.
Is it my turn? Oh, we're at an hour. How long are we wanting to?
Right. So we are at our hour point. And but again, those questions I'm going to be doing on just a recording upload type deal. So I'm keeping all those questions. But yeah, let's move into our time of where we can hold space. And so if you all want to put your intentions in, yeah, there's some, gosh, after opening this up, you guys, there's a lot of activity going on. After stepping into that energy, these kids are crying out. The kids, this is similar to Kevin when we were talking about the missing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's all this it's all connected, and this similar energy just really rushed in talking about this. So
yeah, that was actually, Debbie, that's the teachability card, is that where, the red dress will be put into the trees to be seen, and the children, the orange shirts in that, it's that same energy. And so this is bringing it to the surface so that it's seen. And it's not a good energy, but it has to be
it
seen.
has to be seen. We can't go, oh, this is too, we have to move towards it.
Yeah.
Someone has to move towards it. We can't just keep kind of shutting that out. Yeah. All right. Here's prayers coming in.
Oh, yeah, the belief.
Thank you, Prairie, for doing that. She says, I have marched a lot and held vigil over children in Texas. Thank you. We got to keep doing that. Everybody's saging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so as we step into this intention together, just go ahead and take a couple breaths and remember, as we take this journey together, that you can come back, you can retrace these steps during the week and come back into the space anytime as that connection remains. And so we'll come in together. We're connecting in arm in arm. Together we're stronger, right? And we are connected, but this helps us remember that. Holding the space. Carrying in all these intentions, prayers for each other, for others, all the unspoken and spoken. And in the middle of us, you see source. And how I visualize it is this just massive light as far up as you can see, and knowing that it goes infinity and all the way down through the earth. And this is a place where you can step in if you are seeking healing for yourself, or if you're standing in for someone else. You can step into this light and just surrender the intentions, prayers. You can also just hand over your intentions. Releasing all that no longer serves you. Kind of offering you the space to readjust your own intentions for what you see for yourself. If you don't like the way or the direction your bus is driving right now, doesn't feel right, go ahead and change that now. I don't like waking up with my stomach hurting every morning. I don't like waking up with my knees hurting. I want to surrender that. I want that off my path. So I'm going to surrender it here. Those are just examples. So this is the area where I'm not comfortable waking up every morning wondering about my paycheck. Those types of things. This is a place to go ahead and surrender that here, and go ahead and move that direction, move the direction of the way your bus is driving right now to the path that you want it to go to. This is the space to do that as well. So coming back together in our link, smiling and loving each other, stepping into joy. Acknowledging the sense of peace and love here, knowing that you can come back here anytime during the week. You're not alone. And so it is.
So it is. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hugging you all. I love connecting with this family. It's just, isn't it just amazing?
Mm-hmm.
It's always amazing.
Powerful. You guys are powerful beings. Remember, you guys are all supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
Step into that. Change the world. All right. So I want to thank Sharon Sipe for holding space and sharing all the links and moderating. And I want to thank all the moderators for holding space. I also want to thank all the subscribers. So before I get to the subscribers, Gigi, hi, Gigi Pardo, love you. I want to tell you that it's working. That stuff you told me. What is it? Now I forgot what it was. Anyways, something for my eye. Yes. So subscribing, make sure. So I know that we're watching on several. Look at Linda.
Thank you, Linda.
Thanks, Linda.
Blessings to you.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure, I know you're watching from all of our channels. Make sure you're subscribed to our channels. And so as we sign off, we love you. And remember, you're not alone, and you just connect in when you need during the week. All right. Love and light, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll see you tonight on Kevin's hosting a prayer night, guys. Healing night. We'll see you tonight.
Bye, everyone.